too dark. And that one there goes up to the fuel tank. Make sure you put that one, that grommet thing, there's a grommet thing, grommet thing right there. Wish I had a light, but right here, make sure you put that on before you drop your fuel tank down, because I made the mistake and then I have to lift the fuel tank up to put that on. Okay, here's our line, okay, that comes through the trunk. This is our fuel breather line, right? And it runs through that hole that's in the trunk. Here it comes down. Then I just got it zip tied to our little brake tee. Now, I tried to keep it away from the actual brake line, because if the brake line gets super hot, I don't want it to melt. So I might modify this a little bit in the future, but I just wanted the lady who owns this car to not have fuel stink in her car like it was unbelievable before. It was terrible. This seat used to be so badly wrinkled and gross and whatever. So I just got the piece of 1-inch foam, the high density foam that I showed you before. These are actually slip-on covers. The actual covers are underneath this. These just button over, okay? Now you see how that seat moved? It's got a little bit of resistance. Now that's because the seat is actually bigger than it is. It should be in real life. But look at that. Look at that. This seat before, you should see the duct tape and the coconut hair and the jello pudding, and this original seat cover is just ripped. Like there's just a hole right here. She was literally sitting on springs, worn out coconut hair with this little material in between. It felt like you were sitting like on a couch from Welcome Back Kotter. Okay, I just took these off, cut the thing, and pulled it around. This one was pretty easy too. Not as easy as this, but taking the seat apart is a little bit difficult for those of you that have tried it. It's but you can do it. You can do it. What I did to get this arm, okay, over the seat was I watched a couple videos and I put a towel here with some cardboard underneath just to protect this edge of this seat here. This seat belt didn't used to work. Okay, great, fantastic, unbelievable. I go to make the video and it's not retracting. I think that's because the angle of this might be messed up. Well, it is retracting, but it needs a little bit of help. But anyways, this seat belt didn't used to come out. It did not used to retract or extend. It was jammed in there. So, took this out, right? One bolt under there. One bolt under here. Took it out, dunked this in the soapy water bucket, like I saw in the videos, and it worked. So there you go. Alright. Now, I don't know about this carpet job. I'm not really sure, but I cleaned up under the seat, and what I did under the seat was I glued some veggie mat fiber. Veggie mat, that stuff that you put down to stop weeds from growing. I glued that under the seat because I was sick of vacuuming up coconut fiber that had fallen from under the seat here. So now the veggie mat cloth will grab that, and whenever you take it out, you know, all that stuff will fall out, but I don't really care about that. Alright, here we go to the front of the car. I lubed all the slides, that's why you didn't hear anything go creak creak. This little guy, see that console? Whammo, haha, it's gone. No, it's not. It's there. No, haha, it's gone. No, haha. Look at that. You got your tray, okay? The lady can put her earrings, lipstick. What else can fit in there? All sorts of stuff. There's a spider on me. You can put 2 cups. You and your passenger, or you and your passenger. Now what could fit in here? You think this was made for CDs, but whatever. This came out of the back seat of a Saturn wagon. Now, it used to be this piece, okay, used to be here. And what I was initially going to do was this was going to go here, okay, and this was going to stick out here, but then it went too close to the pedal, and I didn't like that. So I cut this off, even though I would have loved to have the little surround for the gear shift, because that pisses me off, but whatever. Okay, so then I cut that off, flipped it around, whammo. This is going to get Velcro underneath. I'm going to put the sharp piece of Velcro here first, okay, and then I'm going to see if it sticks to that. If it doesn't stick, then I'm going to put the soft Velcro here. So again, okay, you got that. There you go. Look how nice that fits. I just traced this, made it with cardboard, and cut it until I got it about right, and then I cut it. I cut this with a Dremel, and I cut this with a bandsaw. So here you go. How much functionality does that add, right? Without damaging or changing the thing from stock. Oh, there's our friend Velcro. Hey, Velcro, how's it going? Oh, also, here's your friend. Invisible glass. Awesome stuff. Okay, just awesome. Alright, so, round to the back. You wouldn't believe what they had here. They had heater hose here, so I just changed that piece. No big deal. These got reinstalled. These two are from the same piece of tube. This is from the same size of tube, but a different piece. As you can see, this is blue, that's black. This tube is actually not the right size, so I had to crunch this down. Okay, and then what I did down here, I don't know if you can see, but I cut 4 slits in it to make it fit into that hole. I don't know what the deal is with this tin work here, if it's the right size or not, but I knew I needed it to make it breathe fresh air, so that's what I did. This hose I replaced before because she came home one time and it was leaking and she was afraid there was going to be a fire and what have you. I replaced number 2 spark plug wire. I pulled it off and this little spring inside the boot flew away so it wouldn't grab the top of the spark plug anymore, which was pretty not very cool. These lines never used to be here. If you don't have an auto stick, this is an auto stick. If you don't have an auto stick, this line will just go right to your intake manifold. Like right where, god damn, I should have brought a pointer. Right where this hose is, okay, this line will actually go just right there. This one here, this is the one that operates this flap. And there's a nipple on the other side here. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes right there. Okay, and that's to help with cold start warm up. Now right now it's too warm for this to actually work, so I don't know if it actually moves the flap or not, but whatever. I really like these kind of clamps. They're very nice. They're better than these, but these are cheap. Now what had happened before is these were installed in their extended state. So when they sell you this, it comes in like half extended, like it's kind of stretched out, but it's not fully stretched out, and it's not. When you go to install these, before you cut this, squish it, scrunch it down, scrunch the accordion all the way together, then cut it, then jam it in there. It'll extend, okay? And what it needs is it needs this to be able to extend a bit, okay? Otherwise it would never make it around this corner without being too short, which was what happened before. So this was too short and this was too short, and of course they tried to stretch it out and make it like, oh, it should stretch, shouldn't it? Well, it's already stretched out, okay? So cut those in their compressed state. Just take the whole tube, squish it together. This one here was run this way before, so of course the trunk lid, you can see that rub mark there, okay? The trunk lid hit this, crushed it. From the pictures I've seen, this is how it's supposed to be routed, and whatever, it works. I think this clip here, that little clippy clip, is supposed to, this is supposed to go there, but I'm just gonna see how this works for now. Now, this is 72, so it's got that, this is the plastic nipple, and that's the brass nipple. I did order a new thing to fit this, but of course it came, it's not Hella brand, it was some knockoff brand, and it didn't fit. Can't think of anything else that I did right now.